Grand Rising, or whatever time of day it is you're watching me. Welcome to Revolution Sundays with yours truly, Dr. A.G. Green Sr. You know what to do. Tag and share and tag. Tag and share and tag, and let some people know that we are on the air. Tag and share and tag. So glad to see you on today. And I consider it to be an amazing day, Grand Rising to you, and you. I consider it a privilege to be able to speak with you today. Thank you, Almighty, for this wonderful opportunity that you've granted us today. Guide us, speak within us from the symmetry and fusion that we have in oneness with you, inseparable from you as you're inseparable from us. Thank you right now for revelatory information. Thank you right now that we are evolving, expanding, transforming, being changed into another form, a form being changed into us, and ascending from dimension to dimension. Thank you. Yeshua's consciousness, his name is power. It is so. It's so, it is. Yes, indeed. Good morning. Good morning to you. Grand Rising to you. Thank you. Thank you for recognizing the look. This is what your donations help to pay for, upgrades. I adore all of you and appreciate you for your love and for your support. Tag, share, and text. Text, share, and tag, and indicate in the comment section when you've done either. You've tagged, shared, so forth and so on. Let me know when you've done it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And don't forget, you can follow me at the various social media handles at the bottom of the screen. The sites at AG Green Now, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I always like to remind you who and what you are. Of course, you are made in the image and the likeness of what I believe to be a dynamic, powerful creator. But the first thing I want you to understand is I can. Yeshua, through the strength, the synergy, the energy, the presence, the power, the anointing, the mind of Christ, I can do all things. Come on, I want you to type it in the comment section. I can. That's it. Type it in the comment section. I can. Oh yes, I most definitely can. I can overcome. I can maintain peace. I can maintain order. I can. Matter of fact, it's all right to speak it out loud. I can, because I have an eternal partnership. I can, because I have an infinite partnership. I can, because I have a partnership with the divine mind, the divine source, the divine creator. I have a partnership with the great one. I can feel it. Let it flow through your being, from spirit to brain, from brain throughout your body, chills, the presence, a desire to interpret what you are experiencing in the moment, owning the power of I can, because I'm in partnership. I am powerful. Come on, I am powerful. Now to him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. I am powerful. Come on, type that in the comment section. I am powerful. The key to liberation is understanding identity. And within the framework of identity is the power that you are and the power that you possess. Come on, it's all right. I am powerful. Type it in the comment section. I am powerful. If my power offends you, that is your issue, not mine. For I know that I have been created by a creator who has endowed within me intrinsic power, innate power, inherent power. It's according to the power that worketh in me. I am powerful. Thank you so much, family, for tuning in today. I am powerful. If you're just coming in, welcome to Revolution Sundays with Dr. A.G. Green Sr. That's yours truly. And we are in the ramp-up stage where we are accessing, we are identifying, we are recognizing, and then we are speaking, we are declaring. We understand that within the power of our voice is a somatic frequency that goes out into the universe that responds to the faith and the authority that's attached to it. And we are able to own the power that we possess because it's been delegated and given to us. You didn't get it later in life, you were born with it. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, but as a spiritual being, you are one with the creator, the source and sustainer, who crafted, who skillfully weaved your existence before the foundation of this terra firma, this existence, this existential construct. You existed in the creator. What a powerful thing it is to own it, to live it, to breathe it, to be it, to walk in it. Yes, yes. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you sense it? There are situations and circumstances you are facing right now. You have the power right now. Just exercise the authority that's been given, the faith that's been given, and work the power on behalf of you. Work the power on behalf of your family. Work the power. For you have been designed with this authority. Did you speak? Everybody's been speaking as they've been coming in to this, not just a digital assembly, but a spiritual assembly, a collection of consciousness, a conscious collection, collective consciousness. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And I just want to thank you all for being here today. We're going to have the announcements in just a few minutes. And then I'm going to check in on you as I do customarily. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're getting ready to have the announcements with Hillary. And then I'm going to get into a few announcements of my own, check up on you, and then get into some teaching for today. All right, let's hear from Hillary now.
Sure to visit the Divine Species shop at divinespecies.com. There you'll find many wonderful things to enhance your spiritual and mental experience. Visit it today and level up your life. TheAGGreen.com is up. The new online hub for AG Green is active and ready for visitors. This site will help you stay current in what's happening in our spiritual community. The AGGreen.com website is also designed to help you connect with powerful and insightful tools to help you evolve, transform, and ascend. Make sure you visit today and check it weekly for updates. All right, guys, that's all I have for you.
All right, thank you so much. The aggreen.com was just updated in the last few days. Listen, there are probably 5 new pages, I would say, on there, 4 or 5 new pages on the site right now designed for your benefit. I want you to make sure that you go to theaggreen.com and visit it. So I want you to real quickly type in the comment section, theaggreen.com. Type that in the comment section, theaggreen.com. And again, thank you, Hillary, for those announcements. And we'll probably have some more, work on some more this week for you. Type it in the comment section, theaggreen.com. As I said, about 4 or 5 new pages have been added for you. And I want you to make sure that you spend time there every week. A couple of updates I want to give you that's not in the announcements. Thank you so much, Vivian, for that, being the first one to bring that up. The AG Green, it's all together. It's like one word, .com. Couple of things I want to update you on. I just finished, as of this date, if you're watching live now, as of this date, I just finished 2 new podcasts. I hadn't done any podcasts in about a month or so. The first month went pretty good, almost 400 downloads. So I am committed to, my schedule is freed up now where I am going to be able to do that more consistently. I think they're powerful podcasts. Now, let me share with you, the first 4 podcasts were audio only. They were audio only. Okay. The podcasts from here on out are going to be audio and video. Now, the podcast has its own channel. The Divine Species has its own channel on YouTube, which is up. And this week, you'll start seeing clips from the upcoming podcast and a ramp up for that channel. So my goal is to get 1,000 followers on this channel on YouTube and the Divine Species channel. The Divine Species channel will broadcast the podcast and other things centered around in a shorter version. Things I talked to you about on this channel will be produced in shorter versions on that channel. Okay. So that is dropping Tuesday. The latest one, audio and the first video, will drop this Tuesday. And you might want to tune in. I must admit, the last 2 audio, I was getting comfortable. Podcasts were good, but I think these are going to be better because I'm more comfortable, so forth and so on. But you'll see for yourself. But I'm talking about shifting reality, how to shift reality. So you want to tune into those podcasts. And again, we will put an update on the site. Matter of fact, the Divine Species YouTube channel, which is, again, I have not done anything to it. It's been up for months. It's just been waiting for me to get to this point, is up. So you can go there and subscribe so that every time a new video drops there, you can watch it. Now, videos on there will be probably, from shorts to 30 minutes. And then when I expand the podcast, eventually to an hour. But it's short, concise, powerful information. And I want you to go there and subscribe. So I needed to share with you about the Divine Species update in terms of the podcast. Yes, that's it. Excuse me. I said it wrong. The Divine You. I'm sorry. The Divine You. Type it in the comment section. The Divine You. I got so much stuff going on. I have a store called the Divine Species. But The Divine You. Type that in the comment section for me. The Divine You. The Divine You. Type that in the comment section. That is what you want to search on YouTube, but I encourage you to just go to theaggreen.com. On one of those pages, there's a link to the channel. Click on the link. It'll take you to that YouTube site and subscribe. And trust me, by the end of the next 45 days, there'll be 700 other people on there with you tuning in. So again, I want you to co-manifest with me. My goal is a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, of which, with of course, the necessary watch hours, because I am seeking to monetize both channels. I do what I do from the goodness of my heart, but I know that I am releasing information that's changing lives. And so I have no shame about that. Your support helps me do that. Every time you share it, it helps me do that. And it helps me to continue to do this, evolve, this space, and at the same time continue to manifest my goals, desires, and dreams for my personal life in concert with your personal life. All right. My goal is to see you win. My goal is to see you evolve to the highest level possible, the highest dimension that you can in this existence, this iteration. All right, let's see. I got that out the way. Oh, so I am doing creating a blog. It's not up yet. It'll be a little while longer. I'm going to start out with a powerful, I think it's an 8 blog series on how to shift your reality. So the podcasts I just did were from a few notes, just brief presentations from the 8 blog series on how to shift or how to create your reality. So be looking for the blog to drop as well within the next 2 to 3 weeks. All of this stuff requires time and attention and detail. All right, I appreciate that. Let's see. Also, let me update you on some products that I'm working on now. This is the latest uh, design for the I Am Powerful. So let me share about that. This mug. This is a mug that I'm about to make available in a couple of days to the general public. But let me just share this. Some of y'all see I wear the I Am Powerful shirt. This is I Am Powerful 1. Okay. The mug is I Am Powerful 2 design. So what I have just completed is the I Am Powerful 2 design. Let me backtrack. What I've just completed is the I Am Powerful mug design that matches this. Now, Wesley Turk, you listening to me? Our resident mystic, Wesley Turk. That mug is on its way to you now, okay, to match what you're already wearing. These are going to be available for purchase and sale in a couple of days. And then last but not least, this first existed as a mug, an experimental mug for me. The t-shirt equivalent has been designed for it. It's going to be available in a couple of days. Now, it's not on the regular site that my apparel is on right now because I'm in the process of shifting some things. But the reason why they're not available yet is because last but not least, I have to all of the stuff that I put out online, or most of the stuff I should say I put out online, I have to test the quality first. That means I got to get my mug. So I have the other design that matches this shirt. That mug is on its way to me this week. And the shirt that matches this design, this is I Am Powerful 2, is on its way to me as I speak. Then it's going to be available everywhere for purchase. And yes, some of you all have reminded me that I am the originator and initiator of this saying. So I decided I would own it as I'm empowering people. I'm going to bring them into this space and enable them to buy paraphernalia and apparel. Now, last but not least, this is, to be honest, each piece doesn't really make me a lot of money. I have to sell in volume to do it. Okay. But why do I make shirts like this? To transmit a message, for you to be a witness, for you to um, preach the gospel of consciousness. Okay. And Wesley Turk has a shirt. Now you see, this is his comment right now. Always, my brother. He said his shirt gets powerful responses and questions. He says, now outstanding witnessing too. See, I didn't even know he had said all that as I was talking. All right. It's a powerful way for you to transmit a message. And yes, don't forget, you might ask, now he ready for the questions. Y'all might not be ready for the questions, but you're going to get some stares, some looks, a few questions. Okay. So, but it's a reminder to you, number one. And number two, it is a reminder to those around you. You are sending a message. And we want people to be provoked in their thinking, to begin to understand who and what God, the creator, source, and sustainer, has created them to be, to understand their true divine identities. Okay. So those are, I think I got all the announcements. Hillary, did you take notes of that? Because Hillary, were you taking notes? You might have to go back because these are things you should add. I want you to add to the announcements, okay? I want you to add these things to the announcements. And last but not least, yes, you see the new background. There is a green screen now that you can't see, stands, all that. Again, your donations, when you give, this is where I put this stuff. I'm in the process of, again, I've already started upgrading marketing. Most of that has come from my personal money, but I take the monies you donate for that as well. And last but not least, I am in the process of upgrading a computer. I need a more powerful multimedia gaming type computer. So I want you to know that your donations are going for a good cause to help expand this platform. And last but not least, as I said, I want you to co-manifest with me on both the YouTube channels to get to a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. And then on TikTok, I'm going to 10,000 followers. And I want you to manifest that with me as well. All right. Love y'all so dearly. I'm going to get into some teaching. Did I get it all? Oh, I got to check on y'all. So I got to first ask you, what are you eating and sipping and how you feeling? Thank you for the extra time during the announcements. What are you eating and sipping and how you feeling? Now, earlier I had before I came on, my organic coffee. If you have not had this organic coffee, you need to get it. It's awesome stuff. It's got fiber for weight management, maca for mental clarity, and green tea for brain function. I drink it every day now, and I can definitely tell the difference. I drank that earlier this morning. You want to know how to get it? theaggreen.com. Go there and visit, or NutriVitalOrganics.com. But right now, I am sipping on my protein shake, and I drink protein in the morning. It's kind of helps balances me out. It helps with metabolism, weight loss, weight management, and it's vital to other metabolic functions in the body. So this is why I try and daily make sure I have a sufficient intake of protein. But that's what I'm eating and sipping on now. And I am empowered and most definitely blessed. So let me see. Let me see here, family. I will have everything ready for you. Should have everything ready for your presentation for you on Wednesday night as far as those items that I discussed. Okay, let's see here. Indeed, we are. Yes, sir. Let's see. The Mystic Wesley Turk is drinking water this morning. All right. Awesomeness. Thank you so much, sir, for your plans to order this week. All right. Who else? Who else? Who else? What are you eating and sipping? I shared with you what I'm eating and sipping on. Now you tell me, what are you eating and sipping? What are you eating and sipping? Let's see, Vivian, what you got here? Orange juice, no coffee, huh? Okay. 2 boiled eggs, 3 strips of bacon. Great. Sounds like a wonderful, wonderful breakfast. Anybody else want to share what are you eating and sipping? What are you eating and sipping? And tell us how you're feeling as well. Watch out now. My Krista says sweet potatoes, blueberries, and yogurt. Interesting combination in drinking water. And resident, therapist, green tea and honey, feeling peaceful and ready to conquer. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank y'all family so much for sharing. Now, Dr. Cotton, resident therapist Cotton, what I think this is 7 in the series. I realized I thought I was going to be done like last week, but I have 2 more in this installment, I think, because I like to take my time. We've been discussing divine vision. So is this number 7? I was trying to look through my headers for this one, and I could not see it. Is this divine vision 7? Is this divine vision 7? Let me see what he says here. I think he said 6 on Wednesday night. Is this 7? Still got some breakfast pizza rolls. Wow. Didn't even know they existed. All right. Thank you so much. This is part 7. Okay. Divine Vision part 7. All right. Let me real quickly make the label for that. Part 7. All right. Thank you so much. So we're going to Joshua 6, 1 through 2. My assistants know to put it up for me. I'm trying not to block the R. I'm going to eventually have to make an adjustment to shrink the letters so that I can sit up like this and you can still see Revolution Sundays on the screen. But anyway, I'm going to sit like this, even though the R is covered up. We good. So let me put this up real quickly for you so you can see that we are on part 7, Joshua chapter 6, verses 1 through 2. Joshua chapter 6, verses 1 through 2. All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see. We're going to put that text up for you in just a few minutes. And I'm going to not go give you a thorough recap as I have done before. There's a certain place I want to start because there's a few more things I want to share with you. Here we go with the King James Version. Now Jericho or Jericho was straightly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out and none came in. And the Lord said unto Joshua, see, I have given into thine hand Jericho and the king thereof and the mighty men of valor. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. All right. And the NIV will come up in just a few minutes. I want you to type it in the comment section. I have divine vision. Type that in the comment section. I have divine vision. Look like I might have. Did I miss the first part of the NIV? Yes, here it is right here. Type it in the comment section. I have divine vision. So we're talking about divine vision part 7, but I want you to own it. I have divine vision. This is the NIV that's up on the screen. I have divine vision. All right, type that in the comment section. I have divine vision. Almighty, we thank you for your guidance. And we thank you for the activation of infinity within us. By Yeshua's name, power, consciousness, it is so and so it is. Yes, 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 I have divine vision. So what I want us to kind of take a closer look at before I get into a couple of things I want to make that Joshua had to realize is, again, revisiting the word Ra'ah. See, I have given you the city. See, I have given you the city. And again, we discussed with you, that the word see there is about mental sight. It's about insight. It's about inner sight, as well as one prominent spiritual teacher would say, inner understanding. But what I want you to see in this Hebrew word ra'ah, which again primarily means to see, but not see in the physical sense. Okay. But it also extends to more abstract meanings, such as perceiving, understanding, or experiencing. Perceiving, understanding, or experiencing. We pause here as I continue to define this word from a more Hebraic perspective. You and I have the ability, family, and I've been teaching this, and some of you know this, but I have to continue to confirm this. We experience things in our minds and hearts when we think them. And I want you to understand that what we see in our hearts and minds is reality. It doesn't just become reality when you see it in the 3-dimensional. It becomes reality when you see it and live it on the visual or within the visual sketch pad of your mind and your heart. Did you hear me? Did that make sense? It's genuine, it's real when you think it. And again, because we as a species, a divine spiritual species, that's what I consider us to be, have been conditioned to think that the physical is the main dimension. The physical is the main reality. And I would pause again here or take a side road here quickly to say, even in religious circles where it is identified that you are a spirit being, yet that base of people, myself that was once included in that, yet struggled with understanding and owning that I am really a spirit. The emphasis daily is on the physical side, the material side. And let me say this, I don't want to deviate too far off the beaten path here, but I have a profound quote from a great spiritual teacher in one or two of the next podcast episode. And I'm not quoting verbatim, but what he's saying, what I quote is he's saying or discussing how matter is derived from consciousness. So God, the creator, the source and sustainer, which is ultimate consciousness, which we're all connected to, is the creator of matter. But what has happened with us as spiritual beings, because of our plight in this physical construct, we focus more on the physical version of reality versus the superior super reality, thank you, superposition of the spiritual metaphysical dimension. The species minors in that. Although they are that and don't know they're that, they minor in living from that place and that space and major in living from the carnal and the physical, not knowing that the carnal and the physical is a result of their living from, or how they're living as a spiritual being, projecting from the spiritual dimension every day, around the clock, all the time. Don't forget to share likes and hearts on Facebook and a few on YouTube. Does that make sense to anybody? So what I want you to begin to understand is, again, you have the ability to experience it within. Hear me. What I want you to retrain yourself to do is to stop thinking, because I did not act on it, it is not real. I also want you to retrain yourself to believe that just because I do not see a physical counterpart doesn't mean it isn't real. So we're thinking a lot of things and thinking to ourselves, well, it's not real. It is real. You just decided not to persist in that thought and create a physical experience. This is liberating for somebody. Again, I love to use Yeshua's example. Now, Yeshua said, if I look on a woman in lust, I've already committed adultery. What does that mean? That means, okay, I am creating a reality within myself that only I know exists. Now, check this out. If I persist in that, it will have a three-dimensional counterpart. It will have there will be a three-dimensional experience. And again, that principle applies to everything. If I look on a hamburger and want it, I'm already eating the hamburger, already have the hamburger. If I look on a job or a career I want, the same, it's a spiritual principle, family. Wherever we focus our energy persistently, our faith persistently, it manifests. It shows up in reality. It's just as simple as that. One great spiritual teacher says, Napoleon Hill, and I've quoted him before, I'm going to quote him again. And let me know if you can see and hear me well. I want to make sure you can see and hear me well. Check the mic levels real quick. Want to make sure you can see it and hear me well. He said, remember that your dominating thoughts attract. For me, attract is not just attract. For me, it's creation. I'm bringing them into a three-dimensional experience. But he says, remember that your dominating thoughts attract through a definite law of nature by the shortest and most convenient route, their physical counterpart. Be careful what your thoughts dwell on. I want you to type it in the comment section. I must be careful of where my thoughts dwell. Type that in the comment section. I must be careful where my thoughts dwell. I must be careful where my thoughts dwell. Where are your thoughts consistently, on a consistent basis? You've got to really, really, really pay attention to that. And it's coming to me more clearly while I'm speaking. The reason why people have not become more intentional about controlling and monitoring their thoughts is because we have not been taught that these thoughts are reality. We've been taught where they're just thoughts, and it's just something that came to your mind, and it means nothing. That's not real. That's not true. It's not true. Now, I don't want to get into the deeper meaning of why we're having different kinds of thoughts, because I just don't think it's one version of us. Although we are one, I think we can think and feel what all versions of us do, but I don't want to get into that. What I want to say is that your thinking is reality. Even if you decide not to create a physical counterpart, and again, the physical counterpart is going to come with repetition and adding faith. And faith is not just a spirit, it's not just a thought, there's an energy that's attached to it. There's a creative ability that's attached to faith. When we use it for good things or bad things, there's power attached to it. And it will create a physical experience or a physical counterpart. Of course, we know it's spiritual first. So yes, if you want that to be a spiritual experience with God, whoever, that's going to happen. But I'm talking about the physical counterpart. It's going to happen at some point in time. Now, the reason why it's not happening for some people, the desires of your heart, is because some of y'all are doubting that it can happen. Some of you are saying, using your faith to produce a cyclical pattern of thinking that I desire it, but I can never have it. I'm believing I would really love to have that, or him, her, this, that, and the other, but no, I just can't attain that. Did you catch that? This is why you continuing to live the reality in your head, but not see the physical count. And in essence, you are seeing the physical counterpart because you are creating polarity to keep you separated from it. But you don't understand that this is you creating this polarity. You're thinking it's not in your possession physically because it don't want to be in your possession physically, or because it's not possible to be in your possession physically. You just don't understand that you are right now. You are in your vision experiencing it. In this inner vision, in your inner sight, you're experiencing it, and you are complicit in the consequences of it. My Lord, somebody help me today. So ra'ah is a deep word. You get to experience what you're thinking. And again, we have not been taught. Remember, we used to have old sayings, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Not true. It is true for words not to hurt you, but words can definitely hurt you because words are spirit and words are life, and words are containers that carry really creative power to destroy or creative power to build. So from the Hebraic concept, it's also perceiving, understanding, and experiencing. And I want you to see, again, the concept in the text. The Almighty wants Joshua to experience the victory over Jericho inwardly first. Create the reality within yourself. What is it that you desire to master? What is it that you desire to conquer? What is it that you desire to overcome? I want you to hear me. I don't care what diagnosis you have been given, physically or mentally. If you learn these principles and embody them and live them, you can erase any diagnosis. You can erase all these what appears to be opposing or difficult circumstances. But he's saying to him, live it within, perceive it within, Joshua, understand it within, and experience the victory within first. My God, I sense that while I'm talking. Hallelujah. So as I said, it's used in various contexts, including physical sight, visionary experiences, and intellectual or spiritual perception. It's a verb that can also imply the act of looking with intention or consideration. Powerful, family. Very, very, very powerful. So again, when you are looking at that car, you get to decide. I don't care if it's $100,000. This is what I want you to understand. And I'm still learning this. I still get frustrated from day to day. I've been frustrated recently. And thank God for people who love me, who's speaking to me and help to remind me of who and what I am. It's not that I forgot, but in those moments, I desire and require affirmation from those who love me too, because we keep thinking that reality is created from the outside in. So if you desire something, or if you have possessed something, let me say it like this. If you have possessed something and it has not happened within a certain time frame, you and I can think, oh, it didn't happen in 6 months, it didn't happen in a year. Guess what? That means it didn't work. That don't mean it didn't work. It just has not manifested in the three-dimensional yet. Because again, it's not going to happen from the outside in, it's going to happen from the inside out. I'll give you two illustrations. How many times have you thought something wasn't going to happen because it took a while, and you just withdrew your expectation of it, and then it happened? How many people has that happened to? Me. Secondly, I know of a powerful person who was sharing that they had said they were going to manifest $1 million worth of income, and they wanted to manifest it through like the lottery or something like that. And then they said it came to them not to limit their ability to manifest this $1 million in just that one way instantly. And so what she said ended up happening is that when she opened her mind up to more possibilities, she did manifest $1 million. It just came through her business. The $1 million of income, it came through her business. I said that to say that the physical dimension is evidence of the spiritual dimension. Type that in the comment section. Let's type it like this. Physical creation is evidence of spiritual creation first. Type that in the comment section. Physical creation is evidence of spiritual creation first. And matter of fact, let's do it like this. Physical manifestation is evidence of spiritual creation. I like that better. Physical manifestation is evidence of spiritual creation. Let's type that. Physical manifestation is evidence of spiritual creation. Physical manifestation is evidence of spiritual creation. Because it is. We believe that this construct that we call earth, whether you believe in Bible, the Bhagavad Gita, and other ancient texts, They all have a symmetry. Buddhism, Hinduism, a symmetry in that the physical comes from the invisible. And matter of fact, what's not visible to within the spectrum of our natural eyes also can be seen, some things on a microscopic level, unseen on a larger level, but yet present on a microscopic level, that's responsible to contributing to the material construct, or the material construct we know as reality. Yes, yes, yes. I want you to hear me real clearly. Joshua needed to experience it within first. Let me say it again. Joshua needed to experience it within first. And you and I are experiencing right now, we're living like Joshua, whether we control it or not, whether we are intentional about it or not, whether we are paying attention to it or not. You are focusing your faith and your creative energies and your partnership with all things divine now, even while I'm speaking. So don't be discouraged, family. If you have been praying and meditating and believing for something and you don't see the physical evidence, remember the physical evidence is only proof, family, of what has existed in you first. Am I making any sense to anybody? Let me finish this up. I think I've spent a lot of time on it. Let me continue with Ra'ah. In ancient Hebrew culture, seeing was not merely a physical act, but often carried deeper implications of understanding and discernment. I believe I got this from a lexicon. It goes on to say prophets, for example, were often described as seers, ro'eh in Hebrew, indicating their ability to perceive divine truths. The act of seeing was also associated with witnessing events and understanding God's will, reflecting a holistic view of perception that included both physical and spiritual dimensions. You see how loaded this word is. This is a loaded word. There are a lot of people who are trying to perceive through the brain, or with the brain only. The brain is a powerful, quote unquote, apparatus, a powerful machine unto itself, but it's not more powerful than the spiritual you. It's not more powerful than the spiritual mind. What if you and I learn how to sync the two together? What if you and I learn how to, as our native, pure, divine selves, link up with the physical or the persona or the developed, curated, and created physical identity and elevated it to be in concert with the spiritual mind, the spiritual self that's one with God. And we live like this with intention every day. Can you imagine the things you would experience? I ain't talking about money now. I'm talking about fulfillment. I want you to type it in the comment section, the word fulfillment. Type that in the comment section, the word fulfillment. Type that in the comment section for me, the word fulfillment. Type that in the comment section for me, fulfillment. I want to hear it, fulfillment. Type the word fulfillment in the comment section for me. Oh, the sound is out. Fulfillment. I want to hear you type that in the comment section for me. Fulfillment. If you can still see me and hear me well, type the word fulfillment. Just need to check my sound. I want you to understand that fulfillment, also related to peace, is a centerpiece, a balance, a counterweight to balance everything you do in life. It starts with fulfillment. Fulfillment and peace go together. Love, fulfillment, and peace go together. whatever it is that you are a part of, there should be some fulfillment in your life. I share with people from time to time, do not chase money. Decide that you're going to be fulfilled. Live in the place of your fulfillment. The place of your fulfillment is where your passion is. If you live in the place of your fulfillment where your passion is, then you're going to generate opportunities from the fulfillment, from the passion, from the peace, that they're all interwoven together to generate, or you can believe to generate, a generous, abundant life and lifestyle. But to chase that and not be fulfilled about it. Can I say this to y'all? We've got to grow up and mature and stop chasing money and then get the money and not happy with the way we make the money. Stop chasing relationships and then you get the relationship and not happy when you get in the relationship. No, you did not manifest fulfillment first. If you manifest fulfillment in yourself, your identity, who you're growing and evolving and ascending into becoming, because you're going to manifest from the state of consciousness, you're going to bring into your world from the state of consciousness that you exist in. You and I have to grow up as dynamic, powerful spiritual beings in our evolutionary process to come to a place where we start understanding we have purpose, we have assignment, and we should do things that are in alignment with that. Anything or anyone that's not in alignment with that is not going to bring us fulfillment, which means there's going to be a distortion of happiness, a distortion of peace, because we lack peace, which means we lack fulfillment, which means that we're going to, in that area, struggle with having passion. Let me finish up here. 3 revelations that Joshua needed to consider. And I'm just going to cover one today because I'm almost out of time. 3 revelations that made Joshua successful. Y'all still here? Talk back to me. Y'all still here? 3 revelations. There are 3 revelations that Joshua, and I just want to bring out 3. Revelation, again, unveiling, uncovering. It's understanding, it's insight, it is pulling the cover back, the wool off the eyes. Okay. I want to just start with the first one today. I want you to type in the comment section, number 1, revelation of authority. Revelation of authority. Type that in the comment section. And I do like that. Wesley Turk, abundant living is the ability to take care of matters when they arise. And I like that definition because a lot of times we think that abundance means you have a lot in your storehouse, you have a lot in your bank account, blah, blah, blah. So that's only one form or one way to look at abundance. What he just described is accurate. Say you got $200, $400, $500, $500 in your checking account right now, and there's something in your life that's going to require $2,000. Well, if you look at it through the lens of I only got $500, or my pattern of income doesn't seem to measure up to the $2,000 I need, then you're going to think you're in a deficit and you're going to think you can't do. But what if you adopted the mindset that he just said? Every time something arose, you knew how to manifest what was necessary. Meaning that the 2,000 came up, you had $500, but just like previous situations, you prayed, you operated in faith, you went in yourself and saw yourself with that $2,000. And guess what? It happened, just like other things happen. So he's right. And people fail to realize you are accessing infinity. You are accessing abundance. You are accessing the kingdom when situations arise and there's continual supply. So although your bank account, watch this, may not look the way you want it to look, you're still manifesting plane tickets. You're still manifesting a wardrobe. You're still manifesting more than enough money to pay your bills, even though your income that's coming in, that's left over, or that you're looking at, doesn't seem to be adequate. Did y'all catch that? It's a powerful statement. So abundance, there are a multiplicity of ways to frame abundance in your mind, to perceive abundance in your mind. There are a lot of people that's listening to me now who think and believe I'm not living an abundant life. But watch this. Even when your car breaks down and other stuff happens in your life, or the kids need extra this, that, and the other, the money shows up because you make up in your mind that this has got to get done and it's going to be done, or you pray and meditate correctly, or you seek correctly, or watch this, start speaking, it's done. And then people in your orbit start contributing, or situations come up, a sale, come on here, or extra money, that's abundance. That's you, family, accessing abundance. That's you accessing the kingdom. That's you accessing the unlimited dimension. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. Some of you are upset. Well, I got an extra amount of money and it's already gone. But that extra amount of money you accessed it from the infinite storehouse of the kingdom to take care of specific circumstances and situations. And it happened. And guess what? Yes, we do have to change a perspective to have more than enough that we can look at in our accounts. But hear me, just because you're not seeing more than enough in the physical account doesn't mean you don't have access to an unlimited one, because you do. Lord have mercy. Thank you, sir, for putting that up. Let's see, where am I going? Revelation of authority. Did we type that? Thank you for typing that. Revelation of authority. Revelation of authority. Joshua had a revelation of authority. What do I mean by that? Well, when he tells him, see, I have given you the city. I'm still on that C. Have mental insight. Have understanding. Experience the victory that I have handed to you, that I am partnering with to give to you. He, in that moment, is owning authority. Authority. He's owning authority to conquer and master the city, to conquer and master the situation. He said, I've given into your hand. That means he's accepting the transfer of the gift, which means I'm also accepting the transfer of the authority. He is participatory and he is in a partnership. I'm going to share with you a profound principle that you must always hold on to. Authority must be known, not desired. Type that in the comment section. Authority must be known, not desired. Ooh, type that in the comment section. Authority must be known, not desired. It must be known, not desired. Why do I say that? If you're desiring something, it means you don't have it. I'm going to say it again. If you are desiring something, it means you don't have it. Did you catch that? There's something that I'm correcting that God spoke to me a couple of weeks ago that I'm going to say I'm in the process of correcting it, and I'm going to then correct myself and say I have corrected it. Because there was something in my own thinking process that I needed to fine tune for this. Okay. Joshua needed to know that he had authority, that he was authority, not that he just had authority, but he was authority. I want you to hear that. He says, I have Nathan, I have given. It's given to you. So hear me. It's not just the city that's given, it's the authority from the divine to another divine being that he created to say, you're authorized to watch this, because we know it's not just the Almighty that did it, because in verse 3, the plan had to be enacted. But let me go here. I want my assistants to quickly go to Joshua 1 and 5 for me. Bring up Joshua 1 and 5, my assistants, and put it on the screen. Joshua 1 and 5, please. Put that up on the screen. Joshua 1 and 5. Let's show you where this is established. Joshua 1 and 5. It's going to come up on the screen in a few minutes. That's right. Authority must be known, not desired. If you're desiring something, that means you don't have it. You think you don't have it. Oh, wow. Did y'all catch that? If you desire love, that means you think you don't have love. Joshua 1:5. There shall not be any man able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. He's saying to him, the same authority Moses had is the same authority you have. The same support Moses had from me is the same support you have from me. I want you to hear that. I want you to hear that. He says, as I was with. The word with here is a word in Hebrew. It's a word in Hebrew that is im. It is pronounced im. It is pronounced im. It's spelled I-M in English, but pronounced im. It means of aid. Of aid. It means of aid. Catch that. Of aid. Mm-hmm. So the way I aided Moses is the way that I'm aiding you. So now he has equipped him to know he is authority, that he has authority, and he has my backing. He has the backing of the kingdom. He has the backing of the divine. He has the backing of the unlimited. He has the backing of the eternal to master, conquer, overcome, do whatever it is that needs to be done. And he goes on to basically say, can't nobody gonna be able to handle you. I want you to type it in the comment section. I want you to type it in the comment section. I must own authority, my own authority. Type that in the comment section. I must own my own authority. And when I say my own, I mean my own. I mean the authority you have, the authority that's already been given to you. Come on, type in, I must own it. See, this is powerful because he tells him this in chapter 1, but in chapter 6, he's in a sense saying, now see, in other words, use the authority that I talked to you about previously. See it, live it, and experience that you have this city, that you have this Jericho, that this Jericho has been already conquered and placed in your hands. You can't be around here desiring something and thinking you have it. No. If you want a cheeseburger, you just got to see yourself eating that cheeseburger. You got to experience what a cheeseburger tastes like on the inside. You got to imagine that and be thankful for the cheeseburger. Don't just desire love, experience it. within. Live it within. Use your authority to do whatever it is that's the scene you need, holding hands, traveling together, kissing, make whatever that is, making love, whatever. This is what you see as love. Your career. As I was with Joshua, as I was with Moses, I'm with you, Joshua. And the same thing bodes for you. And I'm going to show you a couple other texts that we're going to get off here. God is with you too. So you got to own your own authority. Type this in the comment section. I must own that I am always one with God. Type that in the comment section. I must own that I am always one with God. Type that in the comment section. I must own that I am always one with God. Oh, that's powerful. That's powerful. Let's look at a couple more texts, and we're going to be done for today. Let's go to Luke 10:19. Let's see what Yeshua says. So this Joshua has the aid, the support of God, the creator, source, and sustainer. That means he's operating with unlimited divine support. He's operating with unlimited divine support. We're going to Luke 10:19. Luke 10:19. After that, my assistants, we're going to Philippians 2:13. After that, my assistants, we're going to Luke 17:21. Excuse me, going to Philippians 2:13. Let me say it again. I'm messing up. Luke 10:19. Philippians 2:13. Luke 17:21. Matthew 6:33. We're going to stop there. Luke 10:19. Philippians 2:13. Luke 17:21. Matthew 6:33 to my assistants. Thank you so much. Here's 10:19. I've given unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. This is Yeshua talking here in Luke 10:19, talking to his disciples. The first word power is exousia. Exousia is authority. This is again why you have to study words. You see power used twice in the same text, but they have different meanings. The first word is exousia. The second word is dunamis. Dunamis is just raw force of power. Authority is the power that wields the power. The authorized being has the ability to utilize and exercise power at will. I want you to catch that. All right. You have authority over the enemy's power. Your power is superior to anything that's enemy to you, family. I want you to hear this. But you must own this. If you will stop having nightmares and being so fearful, if you stop thinking that stuff just gets to happen to you randomly, if you stop thinking fear and creating scenarios where things can and will happen to you, then you'll stop seeing things potentially popping up in your world to happen to you. But Yeshua says you got authority. You got authority over power. You got authority over raw force. And again, it is the chief of police. I'm going to go up the ladder. The president doesn't go on any battlefields and wage a war, but that president has authority to send troops. Sometimes unilaterally, other times he has to go through Congress. He or she has to go through Congress. But the authority is there to initiate a mass mobilization of power and never have to use personal raw force to do it. That's the power of this text. That is the authority that you have. So family, when you have authority, you speak and cooperative components in the world, in the universe, divine agents, spiritual agents, people, places, things, animals, businesses. They must come into alignment with the authority that you possess. Did you catch that? Here we go. Philippians 2:13. For it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Remember, I exegeted this text already. I've already exegeted this text. You are the location of God because God worketh, energeo, that energy, that synergy, that power is in you as we speak. Again, back to Joshua. He had to know, not that he just had permission, but authority provides permission. I'm going to say it again. Authority provides permission to use power. Type this in the comment section. Authority provides permission to use power. Type that in the comment section. Authority provides permission to use power. Oh, this is so good. Type that in the comment section. Authority provides permission to use power. By right of authority, you have permission to use power. And this is why I encourage people to use their power wisely, because you can abuse your authority, which means that you're abusing your power. It provides permission to use power. So I'm telling you right now, you're authorized to change your life because you have authority over it. You're authorized to make things better because it's your life that you live in concert and oneness with God. Change it if you want to change it. Stop giving that right to other people when you have the authority to change it. And yes, other people speak things into us that will enlighten us like I do every week. And then you make the decision, oh, I'm changing this. Absolutely. Authority provides permission to use power. The reason why he's successful is because he knows he has power. Luke 10, we're at Luke 10:19, we're at Philippians 2:13. Now let's go to Luke 17:21 and Matthew 6:33, and I'm going to stop at Matthew 6:33. Okay, I'm going to stop at Matthew 6:33, but we're at Luke 17:21. I covered this, and I want to hit it one more time. I'm going to hit it one more time. Luke 17:21. I'm waiting on this scripture to come up. Let me go ahead and look it up in case there's another delay in putting it up. I want to make sure we stay within these time limits. And that particular text says, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of God is within you. Yeshua is saying, you're not going to look outside of yourself and find the kingdom. Even when people say, this is a kingdom church, this is a kingdom ministry, the kingdom can't be in physical brick and mortar. The kingdom can only exist inside of a spiritual being. It can be exhibited through physical actions. We can see characteristics of it in the things we do in terms of our organization and how we treat people. But the kingdom exists in a spiritual being. The kingdom exists in the divine being. Okay. So we were at Luke 17:21 discussing how the kingdom was within you. Now look at Matthew 6:33. And I'm going to leave a question for your consideration. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Check this out, and I'm going to leave this thought with you for consideration. We just looked at a text that told us the kingdom was inside of us, right? Why and is he saying, but seek ye first the kingdom of God? The word seek here is from a Greek word, zeteo, which means to seek after, seek for, aim, strive after. So if the kingdom is within us, why is Yeshua telling people to seek it? If it's within us, why is he saying and seek it? And really, I decided from seeing this text, because it's been years since I've done teaching on Matthew 6. I'm going to do some extensive teaching on Matthew 6. Because everything that exists in Matthew 6 exists in you. But what does he mean by seeking the kingdom? When it's in you. You know what he means by seeking the kingdom? Knowing that it's in you. Because number one, the average person don't know the kingdom is within them. They don't know the kingdom is within them. They don't know. It's already there. It already exists. He has to tell them this again, because through rituals, they think that's where the kingdom is. They think the kingdom is a physical nation. They think the kingdom is a physical name like Israel or United States or Russia. That's not the kingdom. The kingdom is not even in another dimension that you call heaven. The kingdom is in you. And the king of that kingdom is your creator, source, and sustainer. The king of that kingdom is already one with you. He's saying, family, look inside yourself. Look inside yourself for all the things that's mentioned in chapter 6 above. He says all these things shall be added. They're already there inside of you. But he had to say it because people were looking to stuff outside of them as the answer, looking to stuff outside of them as the source, looking to stuff outside of them as the way, looking at stuff outside of them and people outside of them and religions outside of them and gods outside of them, when it's inside. It's all inside. Satataba. Oh my God, I felt that. Divine vision awakens you to see that answers, that God answers the universe, and it all exists inside. The kingdom is in me, and I must awaken to it. Type in the comment section. The kingdom is within me, and I must awaken to it. Anybody else having problems hearing me? Talk back to me. Testing 1, 2. Let me look at my settings and make sure the sound is good. Testing 1, 2, test, test, test. I can still hear myself. The kingdom is within me, and I must awaken to it. Okay, somebody can hear me because they're quoting me. Okay, great. He's saying, awaken, 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 the kingdom, the kingdom. See inside. Joshua had to see inside a kingdom he didn't even know existed, a victory that he had to see first, that's coming from a place that's not of this world. Woo-hoo. Almighty, I thank you for this presentation. As Joshua, as Yeshua, we are looking inside. That's where you are. That's where the kingdom is. That's where unlimited answers to unsolicited questions exist. That's where solutions to what we perceive to be problems that have not yet arisen are. Thank you now. As I speak to all the Joshuas, as I speak to all the Yeshuas, the followers, those who are connected, those who have won, let it be that there is such a powerful dynamic awakening that they see what they've never ever seen before and know that it is reality. Victories are already won. Hallelujah. And I thank you. Thank you. Yeshua's consciousness, power, way it is so, and so it is. How y'all feeling? Talk back to me. Talk back to me. How y'all doing? How you doing this morning? What do you think about the presentation today? What you think about the presentation today? What you think about the presentation? Talk back to me. Those are the donation opportunities on the screen today. Let's see here. It's a big compliment coming from the mystic, resident mystic, Wesley Turk. Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Application of any revelation always brings manifestation. I'm going to say it again. Application of any revelation always brings manifestation. I want to encourage you to take to heart what was seen today and meditate on it. You may need to revisit this video. You may need to revisit these concepts. But I want you to take to heart what I just said. What I just talked to you. And know and recognize, hallelujah, that it's in you. And I sense a leading to say this to you. Of course, you've got things you're seeking to accomplish. Of course, you got things you're seeking to overcome. Of course you do. Of course you do. But you got to see it within first. You got to see it within first. I'm going to say it again. You got to see it within first. You see it within. You're not just seeing something, you're living something, you're experiencing it. Application of any revelation always brings manifestation. You apply this teaching in 2 to 3 days. Some of you are going to see. I've noticed people instantly, days, sometimes weeks or months. It don't make a difference. Don't mark time. Just know that it is done within you. Know it, know it, know it, know it, know it. If you think you're going to forget it, come back to the video and remind yourself that you know it. You know you have authority. You're going to apply the revelation. It's going to always bring manifestation. Thank you so much. I know that you're going to give as you can give, because You do. You love me dearly. You support this platform. If you know anybody who need to give to some good causes, give them my Cash App or AG Green Enterprises Cash App or PayPal. It's always going toward a good source. All right? I'm loving you and release you with peace and light. Shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Nothing missing, nothing broken. By Yeshua's consciousness, his power, his way, it is so. And so it is. Love you. See many of you all in a couple of days. Thank you for your support. You are great. Therefore, your life is great.